All right. So here's the rules. So there's 10 questions each. You get 3 passes, and the first person to get 7 honest answers wins the game.
Okay.
So I will go first here. Forgotten my wedding anniversary. That is a negative. My wife and I got married after knowing each other for a month and a half.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Yes, we've been married 22 years.
Whoa.
And we went down. It was April Fool's Day, and I was kind of half joking. And I was in the Air Force, and I said, let's go get married. And we ended up doing it. We didn't tell anybody. And so it was a month and a half. And we, like I said, we've been married for 22 years, and that was April 1st. So it's very hard to forget my wedding anniversary.
What'd your family say?
You know, we were too chicken shit to tell them. We were young, and we just did it. And, later on, they were a little upset, but they supported us later. Yeah, we gave them beautiful grandbabies and later on. But yeah, that was, I don't know if that was a regret in my life. I think it was not getting married, but not asking for my wife's father's permission. I think that's the bigger regret there. Yeah.
So I've been divorced for 11 years, but when I did propose, I did ask her dad, and he's in Canada.
Uh-huh.
And so he wanted me to give him 2 sheep for his daughter. He was joking, right? And I was like, wait, what? Yeah. All right. So I read the top card?
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go. Drank booze before 10 a.m. I absolutely have. I absolutely have. When I was at Long Beach State, and everybody in my dorm was San Francisco 49er fans.
Okay.
And they had a 10 o'clock game in the morning, and we drove down to this local pub who showed all the football games, and we got a pitcher of beer at like 9:45, and I was like, what am I doing in my life? Literally, I was like, what am I doing? So yes.
You and every other college student, right?
Don't tell my folks.
Been skinny dipping. I don't think I've ever done that. And I think I would remember it if I've done the skinny dipping thing. So I'm going to have to say no on that one.
I don't think I've done that either.
I mean, if I had a GQ body, maybe back but proud of it.
Okay, this one says, wiped my ass with leaves. 1,000%. So my friend had a bachelor party, David Denman, and you would know him. He was on The Office.
Okay.
He worked downstairs, and his fiance was upstairs.
Uh-huh.
And so for his wedding, he always wanted to go to Yosemite and climb Half Dome. At the last minute, 4 guys left. Right? It was just me and him for 8 days. And so, yes, in the woods, I did.
I bet you weren't thinking that you're going to be talking about
I did not think that it would come up right now.
Today. Been caught having sex in a public place. I will pass on that one.
Nice. Clogged an acquaintance's toilet.
Oh my God, that's like the dreaded thing.
I don't want to say no, but I don't really remember if that happened, which might not be good either.
That's like the worst thing ever,
I bet.
right?
It sounds like the worst.
You're at a party. Oh. There's 3 people in line, right? Right? You're in there. You got to go. And the toilet clogs up. Yeah. Like, oh my God. That's like one of my worst fears. Woken up in a random parking lot. So, yes, I was 17 and we would go out and buy Zimas. Do you remember Zimas? They were like a clear kind of alcohol. And so for whatever reason, you put like a Jolly Rancher in it. And when you're 17, you get drunk off of a couple of them, right? And I ended up waking up in a berry bush at a bowling alley in Amityville, New York, where I grew up. So yes, I have woken up in a random berry bush in a parking lot. There it is.
Bought condoms from the dollar store. I did not or have not.
Who would trust this?
I know. I've never done that. I didn't even know they had condoms.
They might not. Tried to hide something from hotel housekeeping. Oh, absolutely. It's the same thing as like when you go to the beach and you hide your wallet in your sneaker, thinking that nobody will ever look in the sneaker because that is such a secure place at the beach, right? Yeah, I've done that before, like hiding like a watch, like in a shoe or some socks so that they won't find my expensive watch.
Asked, how many kids do you want on a first date? I have never done that. But I will say that my uncle one time was at a bar and he said to this woman, "When are you due?"
Ooh.
She was not due. She was not pregnant.
And you can't take that back.
You can't take it back.
Right? Yeah.
How awful.
When
like,
in
what
doubt,
are you doing?
don't ask, right?
Yeah, but like she's going to sit at the bar?
No.
I mean, maybe somebody would, right?
At the bar, nonetheless.
Pregnant.
Right. Lied to my friends who I voted for. Oh, yes, I've done that before.
I'm sure everybody has.
Why spark the negative energy, right? So yes, I've lied to my friends before.
Especially now, right? It's so weird.
It sure is.
Made a dangerous turn on the road because Waze told me to. 1,000%. I think we all have, right? Yeah.
And Waze will take us through random neighborhoods now. It's
awful. Yeah. And I don't like it when you follow it and it takes you to the street and there's no light.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Dated someone because they had money.
Whoa. Hello.
No, I mean, where I grew up, it was definitely not a rich area, and I got married young. So I don't think I ever had the chance to date somebody that had money.
Left my credit card at a bar and couldn't remember which bar. I'll pass on that. I'll pass.
Shave my private parts into a weird shape. Definitely no. Have never done that before.
I like the beat before it. Definitely no. Served a meal that gave people food poisoning. I'll pass.
Shroomed. I did that one time. Actually,
really? How was it?
And I was visiting a friend in college. He was going to UConn in Connecticut, and I don't remember. I just it must not have been good. But I don't do drugs, and that was like peer pressure, and I tried it, and I think it just kind of made me a little high, like kind of like a drunk feeling. But it's so long ago that I can't even remember it.
Right. But that's one of those things, right? Like I don't do drugs either, but that might be the option, right? Like or ayahuasca, like if you're up in like some African mountain. I mean,
sure.
I don't know. I mean,
right.
Can't say no. Jumped from the roof into a pool. I have never done that, but I've seen it on commercials and it looks fun.
Yeah. I've got a balcony that overlooks my pool, and my biggest fear is that my kids have a party and do that.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a homeowner, that's the last thing you want is kids jumping from your balcony into the pool, right? Owned my own bowling ball. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes. I actually, when I was young, my family would bowl. So I'd be at a bowling alley 2 nights a week because my grandma and my mom would bowl, and I would go down and play video games.
And they had their own bowling balls?
Oh, bowling shoes, their own locker.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I had my own bowling ball and I would bowl. I was pretty good, as a 13, 14-year-old kid. So
my last card. Rocked a Speedo. Okay. So here's the story. I went to the World Cup with my daughter in Paris, France 2 years ago to watch the women. And we were in Normandy. We were going to watch England against Norway. And it was hot. So we go to this like rec center, but the rec center has pools everywhere. Like they're lower, higher. They have a huge spa. So I walk in and, take us in. I come out to the pool area and my bathing suit goes above my knees. And I swear to God, the French guy, he goes, what did you doing? And I was like, what? And he goes, oh, you need to wear a Speedo. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, rules. And he showed me the rules. And I was like, oh, I was horrified. And my daughter was standing there. She's like in her swimsuit. And so I go, I'm going to be back in a second. So they gave me the Speedo. And I came out and I looked at my daughter. I went, I swear to God, if you take a picture or you post this, I will drown you in this pool. Like, I was like, right? I jumped immediately in the pool and never left. Never came out. And there's guys with like big pot bellies with Speedos on. I'm sure it's natural in Europe.
Yeah.
But I'm all white. Like I'm giving people light. Everything's so like, you're like, oh my God, there's sun in here. No, it's just this man. What is he doing? You know what I mean? Like,
that is an awesome story, and I hope that there are photos.
My daughter
circulating
probably
whatever,
all
Snapchat
I
or
need.
wherever they are. Well, awesome. That was fun. I appreciate you playing along.